Hey guys, Chris here. In this video, we're going to talk about the new and upcoming Audi A4 e-tron, the fully electric version of the new Audi A4 that is rumored to come to market in 2023. And guys, I'm pretty excited about this car as a former Audi A4 owner myself and also an owner of several electric cars from Audi. I think this is a pretty cool and interesting car from the brand, and there are a few details that we're going to go through in today's video that, well, sets Audi apart from Mercedes and also BMW that may, work into their favor or not. So guys, if you're new here, my name is Chris. I have this channel dedicated to testing EVs. I do range tests, charging tests. I drive EVs down to 0% state of charge to see just how far you can go on a full charge of battery and what happens when you are down low in that battery percentage. I also do reviews and a whole bunch of videos on EVs. So if you like EV content, please be sure to browse the channel after watching this video. And if you like the content here, I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel and then hit that notification bell. And before we jump into today's topic, please hit that thumbs up button down below. Thank you very much. Before we jump into all the details on the new Audi A4 e-tron, a lot of people may not even know what an Audi A4 is. So let me give you guys the quick rundown so you guys are up to date. So the Audi A4 is a sporty and luxurious sedan or station wagon, which is categorized as a compact or mid-size, depending on where you live. So here in Europe, I'm pretty sure we would call an Audi A4 a mid-size car, but in the US, I think you guys would call it a compact. So let me know in the comment section down below where you live and what size you would categorize the Audi A4 as. I'm pretty interested to know, where you're from around the world and how you would categorize it. It's pretty interesting to me. So either way, it competes with the BMW 3 Series, Mercedes-Benz C-Class, and also Volvo S60 V60. So that gives you, an estimation of the size. All of those cars are pretty much the same size. So the Audi A4 started its life back in 1972 as the Generation B1, but back then it was called the Audi 80. So when we fast forward to 1994 for the B5 generation, they switched up the naming convention from Audi 80 to Audi A4, and the current generation Audi A4, known as the B9, came out in 2015. So being replaced next year means an 8-year life cycle, so it's due for an update. And the next generation would probably be called the B10, but it's not as simple as that, and we're going to get back to that in this video. So the current generation is built on the MLB platform, and the next generation is going to be built on, an evolution of the MLB platform. The MLB platform is Audi's longitudinal large car platform, which the Audi A4 is the smallest on. It also underpins the Audi A6, Audi A8, even the big Audi e-tron, the electric car, and also the Audi A8. So it's a pretty versatile, platform, and we're going to get into what the A4 e-tron is going to be. Now that you guys are up to date on the Audi A4, let's talk about the new on the Audi A4 e-tron. The reason you guys clicked on this video, so thank you so much for clicking on this video, guys. As I said, the Audi A4 B10 generation is going to be built on the MLB platform, but that car is only going to be offered with petrol, diesel, and hybrid power plants. The Audi A4 e-tron is going to be built on a separate platform, the brand new PPE platform, a fully and exclusively electric platform only with an 800-volt architecture. So this is where things start to diverge, where you see Audi going more of the Mercedes approach, where they have a parallel but their own EV line. And having that e-tron, name attached to it makes it a little less confusing than what Mercedes-Benz are doing, because what Mercedes-Benz are doing, they're going to have to start renaming some of their cars like the EQC if they're going to offer a C-Class electric sedan offering, which is probably going to be called the EQC, and then the EQC has to be called the EQC SUV, as we've seen with the EQS and EQS SUV. So not very, future-proof in that sense. This, though, seems to be more future-proof, where you have the normal Audi A4 and then you have the Audi A4 e-tron. So currently we have the Audi e-tron GT, Audi Q4 e-tron, and the big Audi e-tron, which is rumored to be renamed, to the Audi Q6 e-tron when the facelift comes out this year or next year. I'm not sure. Soon. That car's been on the market for a few years now. So this is where, you're going to see all new future Audis built on the PPE platform, the electric Audis, that is, and the combustion engine versions on the MLB platform. So it's pretty simple in that sense. But what is interesting is that it's probably going to, you know, keep much of the same design language as the MLB platform car, which I command because I'm not a fan of what Mercedes-Benz have been doing. I like the EQC, and the EQE is better than the EQS, but a lot of the Mercedes-Benz, you know, these electric cars like the EQS is not the best looking, and also the EQS sedan. So, or I mean SUV. So hopefully, you know, Audi have been hitting it out of the ballpark the past decade and the past, you know, 4 or 5 years with their EVs. You guys know, who have been following the channel, I had an Audi E-Tron GT before I had this, my Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. And I really want to get into one again because it just looks so darn good. But okay, enough about that. The Audi A4 e-tron on the PPE platform, which is going to be shared with the next generation Audi A6 e-tron and also the Porsche Macan. So the same things they're doing with the MLB platform cars. So it's pretty interesting in that sense. So 800-volt architecture and also a maximum charging speed of 270 kilowatts, which is pretty darn good. There's going to be a whole lineup of, you know, engine or electric motor choices, starting from, I would guess, a rear-wheel drive version called probably the 35, the same as the Q4 e-tron, with rear-wheel drive and 170 horsepower. But they've also confirmed that there's going to be a top spec version, an RS4 version of the new A4 e-tron with 475 horsepower, which is pretty darn cool. And I hope that they make it, you know, as distinct from the normal A4 as the RS4 petrol version is from other RS4s or other A4s, with, you know, that those beefy wheel, wheel arches and just that stance. That would be pretty awesome. Probably gonna lose a little bit of range, but I don't mind for the look. So it's looking to be pretty exciting. And there's no confirmation on the battery pack size, but I'm guessing the biggest battery pack size would probably be somewhere between 85 kilowatt hours and 95 kilowatt hours, with the range up towards 700 kilometers WLTP with rear-wheel drive. So it's looking to be pretty exciting, this car. And also Audi have confirmed that it's going to carry the same design language as the Audi A6 e-tron concept, which is also pretty cool. So we may see, you know, these e-tron versions from Audi maybe pushing the envelope a little bit more and being a little bit more futuristic and stylish than their petrol and diesel counterparts. But I trust Audi because design is what they do very, very well. Okay guys, that's what I had on the new Audi A4 e-tron coming out next year, being built on its own, you know, fully electric platform, the PPE shared with other electric offerings that are coming from Porsche and Audi. And I think this is very exciting, especially on the 800-volt architecture, which this car is built on. This is the J1 platform, which is also shared with Audi e-tron. It has an 800-volt architecture and also a peak charging speed of 270 kilowatts, and that's just amazing. And I can't wait to, you know, have this kind of package in a smaller car and also a more affordable car, because as much as I like, you know, my luxurious and sporty vehicles, I also like, you know, my more affordable vehicles. And a lot of you people are also waiting for a more affordable version. Lastly though, this rumored is going to be had as a 5-door hatchback like an Audi A5, but maybe that will be the Audi A5 e-tron. I'm hoping it will come as a station wagon, as an Avant, and also just the normal sedan. And then, you know, there's room for this Audi A5 Sportback, or maybe, yeah, a coupe version maybe. So let me know down below, are you excited about the Audi A4 e-tron? So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.